Hello, hello, hello. Hey, dude. Hello.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. They're all set here.
Yeah, they got about 4 more minutes. Crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got down here that I'm gonna just we're gonna talk about the landscaping contract.
Okay.
Just to kind of give them a brief overview. We got a contract with Bravo Landscaping. Um, I don't know if I should really talk about that. What you think?
About what now?
The landscaping.
Well, I think it's good to mention that it's going on because they see that.
Okay.
Yeah, they see, in other words, they see that the landscaping is going on. One of the things we got this time, and hopefully they saw that, are the spring flowers at the entrances.
Mm-hmm.
They and that see if anybody got any, and then they got the mulching down. Remember Kofi or whatever his name had complained about the mulching of
Got
the
you.
trees.
Got you.
Remember he put that in the thing
Yeah, in the contract. So
in the complaint. So that's why it's good to say that those things have been
taken care of.
covered, and we are covering them, and maintaining them. And then the add-on was to cut the limbs on the common area trees along the sidewalks.
Yeah, he started that. I seen it over
I
on this
know.
side.
Well, that's why I'm saying say that so that because a lot of people may not know
Got you.
or not paying attention to that. So that's to me, those are some, and we don't owe nobody nothing. I mean, we
Right.
don't owe them. That's being paid. Uh, I did talk. Matter of fact, I just saw him, and he finished up. There was two doggy bags over there that needed emptying, and one of them needed bags.
Okay.
So Carlos did that today.
All right, cool.
Yeah. And so that's the stuff that's, kind of visible.
All right, I'll make sure I mention those.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff is saying, things going according to see if anybody have any complaint. They shouldn't, but if they do,
We can address them.
address them. I don't know about on your side, but over here there's one or two houses. I don't know about bringing them up, but some of them are parking what looks like commercial vehicles at their on their the sidewalk in the street. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that before. They said they was gonna break it up in the community meeting. So about
Yeah, that
parking.
is yeah the parking commercial. And then that lady, remember the lady who we did her trees
Yeah.
and moved the trees that fell on her property?
Yep.
Well, in the along the street, horse collar, I think it's her son. He got an old car that he's covered with a cover, but all the dang tires are flat on it.
Oh wow.
Or they flat. In other words, you can't put junk stuff on the street like that
Exactly. Exactly.
and try to cover it up and hide it and all that. So those kind of things, we can mention that people can start looking for, letters about stuff like that
Right.
to abide by the regulations. Because what we're really trying to do is keep the neighborhood and the community maintain this beauty
Mm-hmm.
and aesthetic, because that's what help people sell them when they're ready to sell, and that's what attract buyers when they're ready to buy.
Exactly. Well, it's
It's how we
6:30.
look. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna jump on here. I think it's
Good enough.
recording too. Yeah, it's already recording. Yep.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let me start doing this. Mid all. Hello, folks.
Hello.
Ugh, okay. Hello. Okay,
Yes, hello.
Hmm, many people we got in here today. I'm glad you all can make it. I was gonna try to wait for a couple of more people so we can get started. Give them about let's give them about 5 minutes at the most. We can just jump on this and get this thing rolling. Just to give you a heads up, this is just a information meeting. That's all, just a community meeting. We're not doing any voting. We're not doing any decisions. Um, it's just getting getting acquainted with everybody in the community and finding out complaints and stuff like that. So just to give you a heads up.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, it's 6:35. I don't want to take up everybody's time past the 8:30 hour if we even get close to it in reference to discussion. Let me just bring up some points of interest about so far what we got for community updates. We started getting the landscaping company put some flowers down in front of the entrance signs for each section. Um, and they've been, of course, cutting the grass and all that good stuff. We got a company coming in to do the pruning for the trees. You may have seen that. And we got a quote coming in for the trail cleanup, and we got another quote coming in for playground repair. Some of the items on the playground have been rusted out, and we're working on trying to get that taken care of. The hardest time forever was to try to find a vendor that would actually do that. Um, Also, we've been doing some research on a when the original plans were laid out for Summerwood Community, there was a $50,000 donation that was supposed to be made to the library for us to use it as a facility. That $50,000, as we discovered through going through multiple ways of identification, we never got that $50,000 even for the facility at the library to use the Acton Library for our meetings. So we're doing some research on that as well. The Doing some also research on getting a grant to help us with beautification of Summerwood. I mean, I figure one of the good things that we could do, if we can get the grant, apply for the grant, get it done, we can actually get a lot of the stuff that we want to do through that grant versus doing it through our own funding. One of the other things I did with the grant, one of the other things that we were doing with the grant, not just me, but Duke as well, we were trying to get sponsorships for internet access to allow us to put up wireless cameras. So so we can kind of keep an eye on some of the points of entry and the main items that we got within the community to make sure people are not just dumping trash or anything of that nature. The we had got some requests in on the portal about parking, and there's a there's a law in Maryland where you can't just park commercial vehicles out on the street. And so we're looking into that as well to make sure we can get that enforced. Because the section that's in the declarations for our community does not have a lot of information about parking. So, and that has been a highlighted item throughout the community because some residents had identified that some people were parked illegally. We have some cars out there that are covered and they don't have tags on them, so they're sitting on the public street. So we want to kind of get that cleared up, and making sure we keep the community beautiful. I owe Mr. Hutchins. Mr. Hutchins on here that I saw. I think we owe Mr. Hutchins a letter for approval for his roof. And I'm trying to get we trying to get some recruiting going on because right now we're down to two people on the board, and we got committees where we can actually do some extra work for the community. Well, I would be very interested to get people on board so we can start doing more work within the community to kind of beautify it. We're kind of very thin on members of the board and committees down to where committees are at zero and the board is down to two. You need at least three. And five would be great because we got some responsibilities and stuff that we can shift off to different people and actually help us out all out the community itself. Putting together a great keeping and maintaining the community. So I'm definitely interested in if you're interested in joining it, the board or committee, doesn't matter. Send your information to Katie at Metropolis. And I can put her email in the chat shortly, but we're definitely looking for some help. We we we're all volunteers at this point, and I get it. It's a lot of work. I think the problem at some point early on was we were just kind of getting our feet wet and putting everything together. That's kind of why you didn't see any communication come out from us on 2025 as much. That's because we were kind of getting our feet into the dirt and working this thing out. What I want to do is now, pretty much that was all I have. Do we have any questions referencing the items that I just put out? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Um, I guess at this point, it's all community feedback at this point, 'cause that's all I had. Duke, you had anything?
No, Mr. President, I think you've covered uh, everything that I would have to add, unless someone have some specific questions about the treasury or stuff like that.
Hey, good afternoon,
Afternoon.
Good
everybody.
afternoon.
Hey,
Hello.
the home of 907, they, I believe the people had moved out,
Hmm.
and now the person that actually owned that house is having it up for rent again. And I wonder, have they communicated with you all?
Yes, she is. Oh, sorry, not. I don't. I think it's her. I think it's a woman. Was she or their representative? Let me put it that way. They put out that they needed to get their rental license renewed. So we wouldn't sign it until they had given us a lease agreement for a person or persons that's going to rent that location. And that's when we were going to go and do an overview of what they actually have, what they got, who they're renting it out to, so we can kind of make the decision from that point on whether it's a good fit.
Oh, okay. Another thing, I was going around the park. I mean, down to the little lake
Yeah, little
down
pond.
here in the pond, and it's a lot of trash. And I believe it's coming from the people that are not on the other side, between the bushes and the woods, between I think that's the people in them private homes back there, and they come through the woods and dump their junk in the pond, garbage, the tire out there, and I wonder if any course that we can build have a fence like the fence out on 210, divide the property, our property, from the people that have houses over there that doesn't have nothing to do with us, because they constantly bring trash over. You don't see them, but they just come over and just dump it in the pond, in the pond, and go back over to their side. And if you look at the pond now, it's a lot. It's getting worse.
Yeah, okay. We were kind of looking at that as well. We saw well, some of the research that's been done, we were looking at getting cameras in that area so we can kind of catch folks in the process, because then we can report it to PG County and they can fine them to the highest extent of the law for that. Because I just saw a news report recently where they were stating they were going to really start penalizing people for dumping trash illegally. So one of the things that we was kind of looking at was the cameras, and I there were letters sent out to Comcast and Verizon to see if we can get sponsorship for the internet access to put the wireless cameras up. But yeah, the gate sounds great, because at one point I think I was looking at bollock, the little poles that you got in the middle of not in the middle, on each side at the pond, those wooden
Yeah.
poles. Well,
Uh-huh.
they have metal ones as well. So in kind of doing that research last year on it, I saw those and said, okay, well, aesthetically, which one would look better? Then I'm a person, I like wood sometimes, but other times I'm like, if we're not going back there to take care of that wood, it's not going to make sense to put it back there. But yeah, we've been kind of looking at both of those items.
And I would like to get involved with the community, with group committees, I would. I told Rome that I will volunteer with the committee or help out with the committee, whatever committee uh form. So if you have any committee and especially when it comes to beautifying the community, I would volunteer, but I would help out with that.
All right, make sure you send
Um,
let me put her email in here right now. Because we do got a form on the website as well. But let's see, Mom drop us. Did that go out to everybody? Yep. And I got Miss Mont asked what's the available committees? The social what is it? Community relations. Hold on, I need to look at the website myself to make sure I got all of them down. Hold that thought, please.
yeah, while you're doing that, Gary, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, speaking of that fence that you just mentioned, you're also talking about a way to fence off the pond from somebody just walking through the woods, throwing trash back there, right?
Right, the one you know
They
how
just,
you
yeah,
looking at the pond and then you go up on the hill
right.
and then you see where that the woods there
Uh-huh,
uh because I walk back there and I see that they have their signs in the back saying no trespassing,
right.
so that show that it's a back off that that's not their property. Their property is on the other side of that sign, but
Okay.
they constantly come over and drop trash off
Uh-huh.
at the pond and bottles, and it looks terrible, and they don't care. And then they walk right back over on their property,
Right, I got
like it's nothing. We don't have nothing there to keep them from trespassing on our side, dumping trash on our side, and they just get away with it. They just do it because
you. Right.
nobody can see them.
Right, they
Most
can't
Hmm.
see it. They just walk up,
And just dump
okay,
it off. Right,
dumping it off because there's no fence along our property line.
right.
right, right.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Yeah, because Liz identified that a while back too when she was on board.
Okay.
She said that yeah, she walked back through that area and she saw that it was connecting to Summerwood. I mean not Summerwood, Simmons Acres. And if you look at it on Google Earth, it actually shows you how it's broken out into three different paths, and they look like two of them go to some Simmons Acres, but the other one goes off someplace else.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So that's something that can be looked at through the reserve piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I look forward to you being on the board, being on the committee, Mr. Fields. I done heard you say it a couple times. I was like, okay, he gonna get on tonight. So, yeah, if you send it to Katie, that's all. Just send it to her. We also got a form on site on our website, so we could actually fill out the form on the website. We're gonna do the same thing and send it up to Katie and say, hey, we want this person to get on the committee or the board. So
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fully retired now, so
Oh,
Oh,
good. So we can work you,
we can
Gary.
work it now. Yeah.
I sit
Yeah.
around the house and
All right.
it is not any. It's no fun. You sit around the house
Yeah.
just doing it.
All right.
And we got some board positions available too. Vice president, secretary, and member at large. Putting that in the chat as well.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, I
yeah,
figured we can get some people on board. We can work the community out and make this thing good. Make it work.
Mhm.
yeah, we had to go and knock on doors. A lot of people don't do a lot of stuff on internet other than the things that you know, this is it's funny. People don't communicate the way that they want to communicate when you're doing things in person by doing on the internet, because people can say and do anything on the internet.
Mhm.
But when you talk about things constructive and building a mucus, and that everybody just bypass that, you
Yeah.
know. I really think it knock on doors and meeting and people see that a lot of times, just like now, it's not a lot of people on here. And the reason for that is no involvement, no eye to eye, person to person feeling is so they can see where you are. I mean, they can see you on the internet on the pages, but that's nothing. I can see it just throw it in the garbage can, don't say nothing else. But actually, when you knock on doors, just like the politicians, they go and knock on doors because they got to get the people to see who they are.
Hmm.
I think sometimes we need to do that, just so they know that they do have a community and people are interested in and value their interest in doing things. So whatever is I can help because I like this. I like my community, and sometimes some people you just go up and start talking to people, and then they say a different light on things.
All right, we'll take that under suggestion and we'll try to do that. I ain't got a problem walking around with my you are the HOA t-shirt.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Morton or Ms. Montz or Mr. Hutchins, y'all got something to say? We on board. We waiting.
This is Deborah. I really don't have anything right now that I want to share, but I guess I will say in terms of the low attendance on this call, we do have to figure out a way to engage our neighbors within this community. And in terms of knocking on doors, I think that could be a great approach. But for me, I get a lot of door knockers every day and they're solicitors, and that becomes annoying for me. And so I don't open my door. I'm just like, whatever. But
Looking out your ring camera.
right. And I heard you announce, talk about your shirt. So maybe, that could be something that we could, you could have placed in the chat to inform, the community that, hey, on maybe this date, you're going to have some of the community leaders that will be coming around. So expect them to be to knock on your door, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who kind of overlooks people who knock on your door, especially after a long day. Nobody wants to,
Right,
if
right.
I want a contractor, I know where to find them. You know what I mean? So, but
That's the same thing I do. I look out my camera too.
yeah. So if it's not who or somebody I want to be entertaining, it's like, okay, well, back to whatever I'm doing. So,
Right.
Exactly.
yeah, that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
What about Miss Morton or Mr. Hutchins? I think Mr. Hutchins, I owe you a letter for your roof.
Nothing for me right now. Thank you. I appreciate all that you're doing. Hello?
We hear you.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Hello.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're very
Uh-huh.
welcome. Yeah, I was thinking it was because of the hour, because we got it at 6:30 as opposed to 7. Most people seem to get online, get home at 7. So we was trying to bump it down to 6:30 so we wouldn't be online until 9 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Or at least block that hour out, block those 2 hours
Yeah.
out till 9.
Well, this is
Miss
the first one in a while, so
yeah. And we're gonna try to have another one.
the
We
word
definitely
will
gonna
get
try to
out.
make it regular. Yeah.
Yeah, that
We'll
could
try
be
to
it.
make it regular because
Yeah.
I think that's the key to try to make it regular at least. Ms. Morton, what about you? You got something? Oh, she disconnected. Disconnected. I thought I saw somebody else on here too.
Um, yeah. Morton, Hudson, Bailey. Mhm. I know something that we might, I don't know, when we want to try to think about the festival
Oh yeah, definitely.
that, I don't know, is anybody on here who went to the festival last year, the fall festival?
Did, and I loved it.
You loved it? Yeah. Okay.
I did. My
Yeah.
my family loved it. We had a good time. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it this year.
Yeah, we're looking at putting something together. There's been some talking, some people trying to say let's do it early 4th of July. That may be too quick. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I like the time frame that we did it last year. I think that was
okay.
a good time. The weather was great. I think
Yeah.
it was a good time. I like that time frame.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
So
excruciating hot?
No,
no, it was nice and had the vendors
nice and
and
comfortable.
It
Yes, it was
was.
nice.
vendors.
It was.
So
Absolutely was.
we'll try to arrange doing that again this year. And we'll definitely need volunteers.
So what committee would that fall under? Is that the social
Yeah, it's a
committee?
social. Yep,
It's the
social
social,
community.
yes,
Yep.
yes, it's social.
Okay, yeah, I may sign up for that and or the
Mhm.
community beautification committee or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
Please.
definitely. I'd like to have some input in that as well. I think it went off well, and I think that there are many ways that we can make it bigger and better. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm
Exactly.
looking forward to that. And we
Yeah.
can get some young people involved. You know, I don't know how many young people we have in the community, but if we can get some
Oh,
of them
yeah.
maybe to even join and be a part, and
Well,
because
I
they
can
can
tell
bring
we
a
got
lot
a
of
lot at
energy.
the bus stop.
Yeah,
You
we
would
have,
know.
That's how,
yes, we
You
have a
definitely would
hey,
know.
that's how I
lot
know
of,
how many we.
but the thing
That's
is, we don't
true.
have nothing for them to do.
That's
Don't,
right. That's why this
that,
fall
But that's
festival
why
thing
they
yeah,
is,
involve them and they
yeah,
yeah,
can share their ideas.
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, because we have our own HOA, we can put items into the neighborhood to kind of set that up. Of course, it costs money, but
Yeah.
um, we can put stuff up for them, literally.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
Yeah.
because I mean, just doing all the little research on the community, I had noticed that they had just kind of threw this together and just said, okay, they're good. Bye. That's what they did. Literally, when they put the community together, they they put whatever effort they could put in to buy the land that they bought, and they they gave us what they gave us. Because
You
according
know,
to all the other communities, we're like one of the smallest. So we didn't get a lot of little amenities, and they put the three playgrounds up, and I'm thinking, okay, well, we must got a lot of little kids. Nah, I mean, they
yeah.
came in probably little, but they didn't stay little. So as they kind of uh grew up, there
Mhm.
was still nothing here in the community for to keep them manageable, to keep them looking at and being busy and looking around and seeing what else they can do inside the community. So I'm definitely game for, like, I think at one point when we talking about a pickleball court or something like that, Duke.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I say you gotta at this point you gotta kind of be a little creative, because not only are you dealing with the little kids or the the mid adults or pre-adults. I mean, you're dealing with folks that's my age. And I'm double nickel and a penny. That's what I call myself these days. 56, double nickel and a penny. But um, I think that's the thing. We got the capability to do stuff that we want to do. It's just investments and in finding ways to get. I'm a firm advocate in getting grants for organizations. So I'm like, look for a grant. Let's see if we can find a grant and get them to pay for it, as
Yeah.
opposed to us trying to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is the only community I lived in that did not have no basketball courts, no tennis courts.
Right.
I mean, but you still have the property. We still have a property, and it seemed like they just dumped it and then left it alone.
Yeah.
Uh, especially talking about the pond behind me. You know, you can't walk around it because you have ground mud and everything
Right, right.
where they should have just paved it
They did
or at
one
least
pond that way. The one
yeah,
pond that's up off Best Way in Madrillen, they put a walking path. And I said, well, why'd you do it for the rest? It doesn't make sense.
yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
yeah.
And we got a lot of property that's spaceful where it can be used, but
Absolutely.
nobody didn't seem like they just dumped it out there and forgot that. Because one time I thought we didn't have no children either until school started, and then see all these big campus and where they at.
Yeah,
Where
they
are
come out
they?
the wood.
You know, and you see they had a whole lot of teenagers around here, but
Oh
you
yeah.
don't see them. You don't see them
Exactly.
because there's nothing for them to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know, and where
And
I
that's,
grew up,
yeah,
you
I'm
do a lot
definitely
of
in.
stuff.
I
Well, a lot
mean,
of them came out to the fall festival too.
that's true.
They made their way out there
Yeah, they
too.
did. Mm-hmm.
Yes, they
Yep.
did. They was having a
Yep.
great time. We had
Yeah.
those.
Yep. I
Um,
agree.
yeah, and so one of the
Yeah.
things I know they wanted to do is think about having like a barbecue cook-off,
Mm,
grilling contest kind of stuff. That a lot of couple people were mentioning that
okay.
to kind of add to it. So we got some time to work that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
the other day I got surprised because a guy came around and he wanted to cut grass, but I was already cutting my grass, and I
Uh-huh.
had to go out there and look again and say, "Are you for real?" I asked the kid, "Were you for real?" He said,
Yeah.
"Yes, sir. If you want me to cut your grass, I'm trying to start my own business. I just cut grass for." They were. I said, "Man, you the first I ever seen here. And I've been living out here since 14." I was surprised. So my wife, she took the number and said, "Give me your number."
Good.
It
That's
says,
good.
I said, sometimes I'm getting kind of old, but sometimes I love cutting my grass, but I would give you a chance to cut it, come out there and cut it,
Mhm.
just because you trying to do something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and we could put this business on the website and tell
Hmm.
them and put it and let it circulate around the neighborhood. Tell them, hey, he got a business here.
Yeah.
Come cut your grass.
Because we got
Yeah.
a few of them on the snow too.
Yeah,
Snow
we do.
shoveling. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do.
I want to get them on the website so it can be
They were
circulated.
good.
Website,
Yeah.
Facebook.
They were
Yeah,
really
because
good.
they were
Yeah.
better than the county.
That's the truth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the young guys that shoveled out driveway, they were
Uh-huh.
really good. Alex was one of them. I don't know, I forgot the other young man's name,
Uh-huh.
but they were
Yeah.
very good, very reliable and dedicated. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
they came in a little too reasonable, and I told them that. I said,
Raise
you
your
Yeah.
guys
price.
are that's
Yeah.
a lot of work,
Ra-
So,
Right. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Raise your
And
price.
when you were, yeah, I told them that when you were talking about the the lawn services, did the young man have his own lawnmower?
Yes, he had his own lawn. In fact, he had his
What?
lawnmower running when he came knocking on the door.
Well, you should put his number in the chat if you have it.
Okay, I get it from my wife because my wife got his card and everything. I
Yeah,
That
told
send
would
her
be
that.
to get it.
great.
Yeah, send that information to us so we can put them on the
Yeah,
website, Facebook,
yeah,
group me. We can just line them up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Upload that. Yeah, that would be
some
great.
of these some of these people that's coming around cutting the grass. One lady, my mother's friend up there,
Hmm.
was a lady. She used to be on the board,
Yeah.
older lady, and she said she paying $100 for somebody to come to cut her grass.
Hmm.
Ours is
That-
65, and I think that's too much. And he ain't doing it
Yeah.
but
100
riding.
is way too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
think
that is.
nobody cut no grass no more than $40. I
Yeah,
said,
20,
shoot,
40, something like that, but not
Now
100.
65,
yeah, none of
and
these
that's
yards
too
that
much.
big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
It's a
Yeah.
riding mower at that. So I mean, like, what you ride around and you done. It's not
Yeah.
like you're pushing it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right. That's right.
yeah, I'm gonna have to reconsider mine. So yeah, I'll look forward to that number in the group chat somewhere. I'll
Okay,
Okay.
I would get it.
thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Yeah, so if you got some ideas about doing the event, stuff like that, think, hey, let's pitch it. Let's get it done. I'm not by no stretch of the imagination am I good at event planning.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I'll
was
share some thoughts. I'll think about it and I'll definitely share some thoughts and really
Yeah,
soon because I know, time's getting away.
yeah.
yeah, that was our previous secretary's thing. Him and his wife love doing planning, so they planned that fall festival, which, like you said, turned out real nice.
Are
Absolutely.
they gone?
Yes.
Yeah. He had
They
he had
PCS, they're in the
yep.
Army.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they
they
were good.
PCS.
Yeah, I liked them. They were
Yeah.
very personable people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'll
Exactly.
definitely address that.
Okay.
Hmm. I ain't seen nobody pop up on here yet. I guess I should wait. Should I wait? I don't
No.
No, I
At this
think you
know.
should move right ahead on. We live a note. I think we're good. I think we're good to go.
Y'all like, no.
And then
I
you can always put on the website what we did or the message
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
that we
I got
met
you.
Yeah, because
because these are
my Bible
designed
study
to,
time.
yeah,
I'm so
they're
sorry.
designed to be short anyway.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
That's okay. No, but I mean, this is was important for me, so that's why I joined.
All right,
All
cool.
right.
All right, yeah, I'm through. I didn't have anything else. I just wanted to kind of give you some updates on what we were doing.
That's
So
good.
um it wouldn't be so, I because I'm sorry, I'm a geek. I send out stuff electronically all the time. So it's just
Mhm.
my that's what I do for a living. I work in IT. So it's literally that's just how
I
I
can
work.
tell.
Yeah.
I said that. I said he's an IT person. I'm just looking in the back. I'm like, oh yeah, he's IT.
Yeah.
Um,
So um I do a lot of electronic stuff and Gary's right. At some point, got to get out there and start talking to people. But I figure these events work out better because then you got a large amount of people
mhm.
around and you can talk to
Right.
them. Because I think
Exactly.
when we did that fall festival, I met people that I had seen on spreadsheets, like their names, their address,
Mm-hmm,
stuff like
mm-hmm,
that. I seen
mm-hmm,
them for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's who that is. All right, I got you."
mm-hmm. Yep.
And so I'm more of a I'm not the door knocker person, but I will go out and have an event, and we can sit down, talk, and have a conversation. I think to me that's
Mhm.
better because you could address a lot more people. But I get
Mm-hmm.
it though. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely get it. All right. Well, I'm through. I'm done. I mean, unless somebody else got something to say, I'm
I'm good.
good.
No, I'm good too. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Mr.
You
President.
too.
Appreciate it and looking forward to working things out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Looking forward and thank you for the invite. Just let me know. Uh,
Okay.
I will
She may
be
let you
here.
know, man. You supposed to talk to Katie.
Yeah, he got to
I-
sing your name to Katie. I'm, I'm gonna say
okay.
mine too.
Also, we need to get an event where we can have vendors come out and sell things. My wife,
Yeah.
she makes
That could be at the fall event.
And
cup.
that's certainly
Yeah,
something you do at the fall festival.
Yeah,
yeah,
You
absolutely. Yeah.
definitely, that's a good idea because we didn't have any
No, we
vendors.
Mm-mm.
didn't. We just had the vendors
yeah.
that
We just
yeah,
had the vendors who was, doing the
contractor
food.
do services, right?
Yeah, they were doing
Right.
foods,
Mm-hmm.
cotton candy,
Street corn, I think it
sweet
was.
Yeah.
corn. We had the petting zoo.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was good. Yeah.
They had the cameras.
Yes, that's
They
right.
had
Yeah. Richard Street.
the
Uh-huh.
camera booths,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
and the live band.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
that was really nice. I like that a lot
That
too. Yeah.
band was off the chain.
Yeah, they were.
that.
They really
That
were.
band
Yeah.
was really good. And
Yeah.
then so
Yeah. But
so
that's all I
certainly,
do now. She just said go and set up an event. I go and set it up for
mhm.
Mm.
her.
Yeah, you do the event. That's excellent idea.
I ain't
Because
getting paid
Mhm.
for
for
it. It
community
make me
folks,
work.
we wouldn't charge anything, but somebody else we charge them.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Right. You don't
Get
Hey,
to
live
give
keep
here.
us
It's a
give us
fee.
$25 or whatever, and you
At
can
least.
sell.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody else does. You know, I've
Yes,
been
they
at
do.
events and I have to pay for a table
You
for
got to pay
sure.
for a table, yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
But not
Mhm.
our community folks, but somebody
Right.
outside.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sound great. I'm game.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
Okay.
game. All right.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Thank
Good
you
night.
all. Have a good night.
You're
Good
very
night.
welcome.
You too. Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.